When it comes time to get fit, many of us look at all the physical things we see about people. We look at their build, we look at what they eat, we look at some of their workout habits, we look at all this other stuff, except maybe the one thing that matters, which is the invisible, their habits of thinking. Now in today's video, we're going to be talking about the 3 inner invisible mindsets that all fit people have. What's up guys, Alex Hine here, author of Master the Day. Now quick heads up, I've actually put together a bonus little ebook, 5 daily habits to help you lose your next 20 to 30 pounds, which also goes into some of this inner mindset stuff. So you can click that link right there below or in the description to get that, and then that'll be sent right over to you with a free email course to get started. Now the very first mindset that fit people have is, if I can't, then I must. You know, there's a lot of this whole mindset that I can't find the time. I can't do this or get fit because I fail every time I try. I can't. But what fit and successful people do is they figure it out. So this idea of I can't, therefore I must, is that if I think I don't have the time to work out, then it's even more important to find the time to work out. I had a friend once, and he was telling me that he really wanted to get fit and he really needed to get fit because he was seriously overweight. And every time we would talk about trying to figure this out, where to put it in his schedule, how he could get himself to do that with everything else going on in his life, he would always say he didn't have time. So he didn't have time. And over a couple weeks and then a couple months, one day I decided to actually see what he was doing after work. And I found that he would go home from work at 6, and I thought he was busy, he had all this stuff going on. What I found out was he was watching Netflix from 7 o'clock until almost midnight for 5 hours. So he didn't have time was obviously code for something else. So the paradox is that if you think you cannot, if you think you don't have time, if you think you always fail, so why bother trying, then it's really important that you prove to yourself you can by doing the opposite and finding the time, because that means it's even more important. The second inner mindset of fit people is just 1% more. So anytime you're going after something, try thinking just one more. One of the big things I did when I first got into weightlifting and I wasn't happy with the results I was getting was I told myself just one more rep in the weight room, right? If you do 10 bicep curls, try doing 11. If you do 20 leg presses, try doing 21 or 22 or 23. If you're plateauing and you're not getting the results you want, the first thing would be just try a little bit more, push it just a little bit harder. But what's amazing is that you could apply this to anything in life. Can't write your book? Just today, write one more word. Trying to improve your relationship or have more friends? Maybe you just push it a little bit and say one more thank you, or one more please, or you do one more nice thing for a person. Are you trying to be calmer and more spiritually evolved and cultivated? Then maybe that means just one more minute of meditation. Maybe you did 20 and that seemed like a long time, but today, just do 21 because yeah, it's gonna be a little bit harder, but that 1%, that just one more, that's where all of the growth is. That's the paradox. You can do 20 minutes, you can do all this, but this is where the growth happens. Whether it's lifting weights, whether it's pushing it with a new habit, or some other thing you're trying to work on. Now the third mindset shift in fit people is the idea of I am. I've told you a little bit about Dr. Maxwell Maltz, who was a surgeon that realized that no matter how much he altered certain men and women's faces and their physical looks, presumably for more confidence, some people never became more confident. And he couldn't figure out why these people never became more confident. When he fixed the ugly nose that the woman thought that's why she didn't feel good, fixed the disfigured scar on the guy's face from his car accident, why were they not getting better? It was because their self-identity, the inner belief about how they saw themselves, was stronger than the physical proof of how they looked. And with fit people and successful people, you often see a very strong change in identity. So, I am not a person that drinks soda anymore. As a result, that's my identity. So I can go to a full party with hundreds of people, all my family, everyone offering soda to each other, and I will never have it, not even once. It's like being a crackhead, not being a crackhead anymore, or being a smoker, and now I'm a non-smoker. As a result, any kind of peer pressure in those domains does not affect you or will not affect me. So the third big mindset is to change your self-identity of, I am a person who is working on getting fitter. I am a person who doesn't eat white flour or sugar anymore. Whatever it is, if you change the identity first, then often the outside and the habits will quickly follow suit. So I hope that helps, guys. Some little food for thought here today. Now, before you go, I want you to leave a comment there below. Let me know for you, what is another inner mindset you would add to this list? Hey guys, it's Alex. Did you like this video? If so, there are really two ways you can stay in touch with me. The first thing is to go over, click the monk, and subscribe so you get the next video right when it's out. I'm releasing at least 3 videos per week, but often a lot more. The next thing is, come on over and check out my book, Master the Day. It's called Master the Day, Eat, Move, and Live Better with the Power of Daily Habits. And it's all about the tiny daily success habits that I learned interviewing people that lost over 100 pounds and kept it off years later in a healthy way. The success habits that not only get your dream body, but also your dream life. And as a special thank you, if you get the book, send me your receipt to alexander@modernhealthmonk.com. I'll send you a 1-hour bonus video course for free, and one important piece of it is an hour sit-down success story with my friend and my student Mike, who lost 30 pounds. So you can go check that out on Amazon right there. The next thing is, come on over to my site, modernhealthmonk.com. I've got a free guide for you there, 5 daily habits to help you lose your next 20 to 30 pounds. And otherwise, I look forward to seeing you soon.